on, Wally. Get up. We'll be late. It's nearly time to go down to the pub. Look, it's 6:30.
Just another 5 minutes, Lil. I've had a hard day's work.
What? All you've done is collect your dole money.
And me social security. What's that horrible smell?
Yeah, that's the stew for your dinner. And that's the bran mash to take out to your chicken, so move yourself.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll have the bran mash. You can stew to the chicken.
Oh, you ungrateful great pudding. Now, come on, get moving. Remember, we've agreed to give the Crichton Joneses a lift down to the station on the way to the pub. They got a posh dinner date in town.
Fancy having to get up early for that toffee-nosed twit.
Now, darling, are you sure this tie's all right?
You look fine.
Now, is the collar turned down all right?
Yes.
It's so difficult to see in this dump. Oh! Really? Why you wanted to rent this place and make us live like a couple of gypsies, I can't understand.
Because the only alternative was to go on living with your mother.
Well, Mother did everything for us. She certainly have ironed this shirt better.
Oh, shut up. I'm fed up with hearing about her, the old bag.
Susan, really, what a thing to say. Do you know, there are days when I wonder why I married you.
Well, if you must know, there are nights when I wonder why you married me.
Susan!
Oh, look, I'm sorry, darling, I really am, but I'm just so worried about this dinner we're going to.
Now, look, don't flap, darling. If I make a good impression this evening and get this new job, we'll be able to buy a decent home.
Right.
Now, let's see.
Oh,
Yep.
Jeremy, I've got to snag my tights.
Oh, no, oh, dear, I knew something would go wrong.
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? After all, I'm not going to take my skirt off. I don't generally do that in public.
No. Oh, that reminds me. Whatever you do this evening, don't drink.
Are you suggesting I get drunk?
Well, what about last year's tennis club dance?
I still don't believe it happened.
I can assure you, you took off your skirt and tried to do a fan dance with 2 tennis rackets.
It must have been hilarious.
Well, it wouldn't be tonight. They'll be watching your every movement. That's why we've both been asked to see if you'd make a suitable wife for an up-and-coming executive.
Right.
Oh,
Here,
who's
you
that?
two ready, because we're on.
Just coming.
What on earth possessed you to ask them to take us to the station?
Because we can't afford a taxi.
Well, she's a ghastly woman. I can't stand her.
Neither can I. Oh, hello, Mrs. Briggs. Jeremy won't be a minute.
Oh, you do look lovely. Oh, look, here it comes.
Evening.
Your old man gone off in his lorry, has he?
Yeah, just got a message to say he's arrived safe. Oh, I get so worried when he goes up the M1 in case he falls asleep in his cab.
Yes, I can understand. Married to you, he don't get much sleep when he's home.
Oh, he's started up now, going out on the game.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, don't be so stupid. She's meeting our old man's new boss tonight to make sure he gets the job.
Oh, ta-da.
Hello.
Come on, Jeremy, you're keeping us all waiting.
Hurry up and open the back door, Wally, so they can get in.
Hang on a minute. Let's get the whippet out.
Whippet?
Yeah, she sleeps. The little whippet sleeps on the floor, love.
Come on, Blossom. Come on, my little darling. Isn't that lovely? Come on, my little sweetheart.
You know, we can't keep her off that back seat. Wait a minute, I'll have a look and see if it's all right. Oh, no. Here's the rain.
Oh, dear, we should have taken the bus. By the time we get to the Thorntons, we'll smell like something from Battersea Dog's Home. Mind you, after this place, it might be an improvement.
Here, come on now. Get in now. It's all right. I'm sorry the dog was asleep on there, but at least you'll have a nice warm seat. I'll have to wash that tomorrow. Hurry up, Wiles. They'll be late.
Come in, love. I'll get you there in no time.
Your neighbours, nice people, are they?
Yes, charming.
Young couple like you?
No, older, really.
Oh, more like us.
No. About your age, yes.
What does he do for a living?
Well, nothing, really.
Oh, he's got a private income.
Has he, Jeremy?
Yes, definitely.
So white wine with yourselves.
No, thank you. No, I've had a sherry already, and actually, I hardly ever drink.
Oh, well, if Jeremy joins our organisation, that might be a bit awkward. You see, when you're entertaining overseas buyers, hospitality is a very important part of the job.
Of course she drinks. Yes, don't be shy, darling.
Oh, right. Well, thank you very much. I love something.
Try this. It's a rather special hock. It's a bit heady, but it's very drinkable. Now, during the meal, you must tell us all about yourselves. I always like Dorothy to meet our prospective young executives and their wives. That's how you get to know about people. more brandy, sir?
No.
Oh, don't be such a spoil sport, Jeremy. You don't mind if I have some more brandy, do you, Mr. Thornton?
Of course not, my dear.
You live out in the country, then?
Yes, it's a little place I rented.
What, a bungalow?
No, actually, it's a caravan. It's so cosy, isn't it, Jeremy?
Of course, we're only living there while we're looking for a new house.
Yes, I've seen some of these places. Mobile homes, they call them, don't they?
Yes, that's it, yes.
Whereabouts is it?
It's near Shadley Village.
Good gracious, that's right near our golf club. I pass through there now and again Sunday evenings.
Oh, well, in that case, you must drop in and see us sometime.
What a good idea.
My cigar,
Something wrong with the cigar?
No, it's perfect.
Darling, I just thought. We're going to the club on Sunday for a foursome.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we could pop in and see you on the way back.
Oh, yes, so you could. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Oh, that'd be splendid. Good idea, don't you think, Jeremy?
It would have been all right if we'd been at Mother's. I mean, Mother would have cooked, you see.
If you mention your mother's name once more, I shall scream.
No, but Mother would have cooked
Shut
us a
up!
decent meal.
Stop it!
What's she doing to her? She's just shouted at him to stop it.
He's lucky. Some blokes never get a chance to start it.
Quiet, look. It's gone all quiet over there now. Ian, I'll have to find some reason to go over there and find out what's going on. I know.
Nosy Parker.
Who is it?
Mrs. Briggs, I brought your milk back.
Could you come some other time? It's not really,
I found I didn't need the milk, love, so I thought I...
Yeah.
Ah, you've been crying. What's the matter, love? Has he been knocking you about? You big fool!
Certainly not. What sort of person do you think I am? Would I do a thing like that?
Listen, mate, don't come it with me. I've read about your salt in the Sunday papers. Don't you worry, love. Look, if I can deal with Wally, you can certainly deal with him. Look, tell you what to do. Put your 2 fingers in his eyes so he can't see what you're doing, and bring your knee up quick.
That's just what he deserves.
What? Well, if you must know, my wife has invited my future employer and his wife to dinner here. To dinner tonight, here, in this sardine tin.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's not as if she could even cook a proper meal for 4 people on that 2-ring circus there.
Well, look, I've got a big stove, love. I can help you out.
Oh, could you really, Mrs. Briggs? Oh, that is nice of you.
Of course I can. That's what neighbours are for. Here, look, as it's you, I'll only charge you £3. You'll have to pay for the food, though. Remember that, you'll have to pay for the food, dear.
Yes, but what about your experience? Have you had any experience?
Oh, well, I often help out down the pub, cooking meals for the chef.
On his day off?
Yes, and when he's too drunk.
That mightn't be a bad idea. I mean, it might solve something. At least we could sit here and entertain them properly.
We'll have to have Mrs. Briggs doing the catering, Jeremy. It's the only way.
Yeah.
No, you in there?
Yes, what is it?
Where's the minister?
Why, what's up?
It must have been that grub you gave me for supper last night. Well, I've got the guts ache.
So this is it. Well, it's not very big, is it?
We thought these mobile homes were rather more spacious than
Oh,
this.
well, there's everything here, but it is only while Jeremy's looking for a house.
You're waiting for prices to drop. Yes, well, that's good thinking.
Well, do sit down, and then we can all have a glass of sherry.
Nice. Oh, I think you're so wise to live here while you're waiting. Most young couples we know insist on living in town. They end up in a tiny flat in a sordid district, and they have to put up with the most uncouth, ill-mannered neighbours.
Yes, well, of course, we don't have to put up with that at all, do we, Jeremy?
No, no.
You turn that bleeding light out.
It was probably a tramp. We get a lot round here.
Yes.
Well, you would in the country, wouldn't you?
I hope we're not putting you to too much trouble. I mean, it must be awfully difficult cooking a meal for 4 people in such a small place.
Oh, well, actually, I have a woman across the way who's doing the cooking.
You have a dairy, you lucky girl. They're like gold dust in town.
Well, I must say, you've got it all well organised. That's the sort of thing we need in the company.
Don't turn that light out.
The Jeremy Creighton Jones, darling. They got some posh guests and they didn't want them to see all the dirty things round here.
What dirty things?
Well, you for a start. Here, you better tell them the dinner's ready.
Right, give them a shot.
No! Don't you dare do that. You've got to be discreet.
Excuse me, I think I'll just go and see how Cook's getting along.
There you are, there's nothing wrong with them scampi, is there?
No. Yeah, that one's a bit brown.
Where? Oh, that's a bit of kipper left over from this morning's breakfast. Never mind, it's all fish. Now, you hold that while I warm the toast up.
Toast?
Yes, the knobs always have hot toast with anything fishy. Blimey, it's not very hot. It's going brown now, yeah.
Is it ready, Mrs. Briggs?
Yes, love. There you are. First course, scampi and toast.
Oh, it smells delicious. But all those scampi? I mean, surely we didn't give you enough money to buy all that number?
No, you didn't, so I padded them out with fish fingers.
Well, you can't have done. I mean, fish fingers are long and straight.
Oh, no, love, but I gave them a quick twist with my curling tongs.
Won't they notice?
No, what do you think they do in all the restaurants? Where I work, you get 1 scampi to 9 fish fingers.
With this lot, you've got a 50-50 chance.
And look at that, they'll never know the difference. Oh, wait a minute, there's hair in there. Do you know that's the advantage of having black hair? You can always see it on the phone.
Unless it's black pudding.
Pass me that parsley. That's it. Now they'll enjoy that.
Right. Now, you know that bottle of white wine you've got in your fridge? Well, perhaps you could open it and send it across.
Of course I will. I'll get Wally to do it. That's the one thing he's good at. Opening bottles.
Yeah, where'd you get that parsley? It's twice as big as it usually grows.
Yeah, I got it on the bank, just behind the edge.
On the other side of the edge.
Yeah.
No wonder. That's where I walk my whippet.
It's marvellous parsley, isn't it? Do you mind if I help myself to a bit more? You never get it like this, Dorothy. I mean, this has got that real country flavour. And the scampi are delicious, really delicious. I mean, look, some of these are twice the size of those you get in town.
I agree, they're huge. They don't sell scampi like that at Harrods.
No, they don't. Actually, our cook has her little secrets.
What about the wine, darling?
Oh, well, Mrs. Briggs is just opening it. It'll be across in a minute.
Here, what the blazes are you doing?
Drilling a cork out. What's it look like?
Well, couldn't you find a corkscrew?
No, I lost it when I poked out the drains. Hold the bottle. That's it.
using a drill. Any fool could have got it out with a fork.
I tried that.
Oh, you great It's one of my best forks. And this hole's too small, the wine won't come out.
Well, you'll have to shake it.
Oh, God, I know it's scampy they're having, but they want to drink the wine out of glasses, not sprinkle it on like vinegar. Here, prise that cork out with that drill and get out of the way. I want to get on with the next course.
Right.
I say, what about the wine?
I've just done it.
You got the cork out?
I shoved it in.
Oh, dear. Well, these things happen. I don't suppose the cork will hurt.
Here, look. Wrap this round it, love. Look, there you are. Nobody will notice it.
No. Well, I hope not. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Trust you to push the cork in.
Yeah. My drill's disappeared. I must have shoved it in when I shoved the cork in.
Can't you do anything right?
Well, it doesn't matter, Lil. It was an old one, all rusted up. I'd have put it in a dripping before I could put it into the cork.
Oh, my God.
What wine is this we're drinking? I can't quite place it.
It's a Hock, 1964.
Oh, it's rather unusual. Rather more body than most. It's got a sort of metallic taste.
Is it all right?
Oh, very nice, dear.
Oh, there's another bottle. Let's finish this one. Yeah. Yeah.
There. Oh. What's that? It's a bit of metal. It's a drill.
I say, I'm most awfully sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. These foreigners leave anything in a bottle.
Not the sort of thing that would happen in England.
Well, I knew everyone was drilling for oil, but I didn't know they started drilling for wine.
Jolly good, hey, Susan?
Yes. Yes, look, well, look, don't drink any more. I've changed the glasses. Our cook has some more. Jeremy, would you mind coming across with me and fetching the other bottle of wine?
No, of course. Excuse us. The other bottle's in the cook's fridge. Do help yourself to some more scampi, won't you? Oh, yes, I'm so sorry, yes.
Is it going all right?
Yes, I think he's very impressed.
Good.
That chap's an idiot. Anyone who would buy a bottle of wine with a drill in it must be an idiot.
I agree.
And these large scampi, they're not scampi at all.
Aren't they, dear?
No. It's tinned crab meat.
Really?
From Taiwan, I should say. Oh, no. When you've travelled as much as I have, you get to know your food. No, those two would have to be a lot smarter than that to put one over on me.
Here's the other bottle. Everything all right?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
lovely.
Yes, good.
delicious, isn't it, George?
Oh, good. Now pour the wine, Jeremy.
Yes.
I've just seen the cook and she says the next dish is almost ready.
Smells good. What's that?
It's a dish I learned to make down the pub. Casserole de bœuf bourguignon.
French muck, is it?
No, it's Irish stew with Spanish plonk. Oh, I think it could do with a bit more salt. What do you think?
It's not very hot.
Well, I've only just put the wine in. I've got to boil it up.
Yeah, what's that floating on top?
Where? Oh, blimey. I wonder where that Brillo cake got. Yeah, you're right. Could do with a bit more salt. Oh, the blimmin' thing's bunged up. Oh, that's done it now, hasn't it?
Can't you fish it out?
Oh, don't be daft. I mean, look, I can't give them that. Oh, blimey, what can I do? Here, I know. Where's the rest of that stew we had, you know, in the big saucepan?
I put it out for my whippet.
Oh, that's that then, isn't it?
She ain't touched it. She shut it in the car.
Oh, lovely. Well, go and get it on the quick then. Thank God I've got some of this Spanish plonk left.
Pass the dish, Jeremy.
Shame to waste the parsley. It's delicious.
I think I should just pop over and see how the cook's getting on with the casserole.
Oh, you're so lucky having a cook to hand like that. Nowadays, when George and I entertain, we usually have to go out to a restaurant.
Yes, and you never know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm told half the time if you knew what happened to the food, you wouldn't touch it. They haven't got the standards of cleanliness these days.
I'm not glad you rescued this stew. They won't know the difference.
That looks all right.
Yeah.
Too good for the dog.
You're right. I don't know why we put it out. There's a lot more meat in it than I thought.
Is the casserole ready, Mrs. Briggs?
Yes, love, I'm just dishing it up. There you are.
Smells delicious.
Yes, they are, and a nice dish of veg to go with it. There you are. Off you go, love.
Yeah, what do you do with this other stuff you mucked up?
Now, I'll give it to you, Whippet.
You made a very good choice. Boeuf bourguignon is one of George's favourites, isn't it, dear?
Yes, it is. And it smells lovely. And there's plenty of meat in it. So many times you seem to get nothing but the sauce.
Come on, my little darling. Here's one.
Hello, Wally. Here, you're not feeding that dog again, are you?
Yes, why?
Well, I just give it a tin of dog food half an hour ago. My poor old dog's off its food, so I put it into your whipped saucepan. It's not the best of all these stuff, Woofo. It's advertised on the telly as well, full of chunks of meat it is.
Seems rather tough.
Oh, no, it's delicious. It goes down well with the wine.
You'd better go and stop him eating it, Wally.
Well, I can't tell him in front of the others. I'll let her try and slip him a wink.
Tell me, Jeremy. Excuse me. If you joined us, in what area do you think it'd be most useful?
The thing is, I think on the languages aren't at all bad, and I think that good God,
What's the matter?
nothing. No, I mean, I think that my Spanish is quite good, and my French, but my
No, nothing.
You were saying, Jeremy?
yes, where was I? My Spanish, yes, my Spanish.
You, Burke. You should have gone in there and told them.
Well, I can't barge into the company and say, excuse me, you're eating my dog's dinner.
Fool, get out of the way.
Come in. Oh, this is Mrs. Briggs, our cook. Yes.
Well, I don't quite know how to put this, but, you might just as well know. There's a full tin of dog food in that casserole.
Dog food?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't meant to be in there. It was...
But this is outrageous.
George, I've eaten dog food!
I can just tell you that it's nothing to do with us.
Well, of course it is. You engaged this stupid, incompetent woman to cook our meal.
Here, what's your name?
Poison. Come along, dear.
Poison? Won't do you no harm. I've slipped some to my Wally several times when I've been in a hurry.
Hey?
Well, I can only say I hope for all your sakes it doesn't have any ill effects.
Of course it won't. There's only one thing. Just watch it for the next couple of days.
What?
Well, if you go out for a walk, you might find yourself digging holes or chasing cats up trees.